Let me go on a little bit further here. Now, if you, that was, let me go, I'm going to stop here right a minute because there's something I want to explain to you about Bible prophecy that you don't know nothing about. We started off as a heifer of 3 years old, a she-goat at 3 years old, and a ram of 3 years old in Bible prophecies in Genesis 15:9-10. After the 430 years, we became the heifer, we became the 2 rams in Exodus 29, and the bullocks. This was telling us the vessels of God was completed. So even though we came through many parts of Bible prophecy, it tells you that we was caught up between God when God called Moses up and when God called Elijah up, that be an attachment on to Jesus Christ. However, this part here, we went to the cross in Exodus, and we went to the cross in St. Matthew's, Levi, and St. John. When Jesus went to the cross after John the Baptist, this was the fulfillment of that. God had one of his disciples to go get him uh, go get him go get a bird and beast. The wings that was covering the face, the wing that was covering the feet, and the wing that he flew with went up to heaven. But upon his return, he came back, and after John the Baptist was beheaded, God had his disciples go get him an ass and an ass coat. This was letting you know that the 2 of us were still together, but the 1 of us had been beheaded. But in St. Matthew's, where God went up and transformed himself, he transformed himself into Moses, Elijah, and himself. And God told his disciples, this is the Son of God, hear him. Now, as he went back to his Father in heaven, I came back as a carrier pigeon by myself alone, coming back to bear witness of the return of Jesus Christ, and became the living proof that Jesus Christ was not born from the Son of a man. Now, Isaiah chapter 6 concludes my return back and tell you where I will be born and who or what nation I will be born to. However, Ezekiel chapter 1 is the maiden flight of the space shuttle. This is the significant part. As Ezekiel chapter 2 tells you what I would do, and Ezekiel chapter 3 when I would return back. Revelation chapter 4 will tell you the end of timepiece, when the space shuttle, God will bring judgment upon the United States of America. Why did I say this? From the foundation of the earth, God knew that man was going to be in trouble because of the knowledge and technology he would learn through the voyage of his education. He told Adam and Eve, do not take and eat of the fruit of the tree of good and evil. Tree of knowledge of good and evil. If the United States of America and anybody take and eat off the tree of knowledge, they will go and they will try to enhance themselves by the way of knowledge. This is what the United States did. This is what the United States did. They need a God. When you read throughout Bible prophecy, God the Father, God the Son, God Jesus spoke concerning this matter at hand, say you're going to need a Savior. God's knowledge was, Jesus was made more greater than man. He told us throughout Bible prophecy that the knowledge, the greatest man upon this earth was less than the weakest nation, angels in heaven. God had a reason for telling man this, that his knowledge is going to get him in trouble. The year of 1995, as I had grown up, God had called me up to speak to me concerning my transgression and what I had did. And as I came down from heaven, was descended down from heaven, I saw a sight that I'd never seen in my life. I saw men up on the earth, swollen up like dogs, or wild, some worthless wild animals, all across the earth, that I could not explain the depth of these creatures. As I looked upon these people, and I seen upon the people, I didn't see a storm or nothing like that, but all I could see, they was laying up on the earth dead, and in their vehicle dead, and there was not enough people living that could bury the dead. I questioned this. Why would this happen? Go back to the first part. As I considered the facts at hand, the man was laying, the fowls was up there on top of the posts in the trees in the high place, looking down as if their needs had been fulfilled, and the remaining other people who have lived, they was trying to break the windows out of the car to expose the wild fowl, the ravens, to the bodies of the people to help devour the remaining other people who was left alive. It was a terrible sight. Years before then, I seen a similar vision. I seen where all the black people was laying up in their little where they was eating out of troughs like swines. And the white people, they had only one had electric lights up there. They was sitting up there. They was living poor too. But the black people was living even poorer than the white people. I'm just bringing you through these things. There was nothing glorified about the sighting I've seen. But I didn't know why all these people did in the United States of America. I've seen these things. 2003 was one of the dreams, and 2000, and later on, 2004, maybe later 2003 was the other part of the dream. That was a vision God gave me at the early part of 2003, when I saw the angels coming out of the east of the earth. He was gliding up on the clouds, and he met a cloud, a dark cloud, came out of the west. And as the angel, the man in linen, glided up on the cloud, he went down in the Gulf course over there, down beneath the earth. I put this in all four of the Bible books that I read, or three of them at least, concerning this matter. When he went down into the earth became trouble. The water became trouble. He went down in the Atlantic Ocean, and up there in the Gulf of Mexico, or down there in the ocean there. He went down in there, and the water in that region became trouble. I'm just speaking concerning these matters. Now, since there's been a few years past, and God had brought a new revelation, there's an oil leak spilled into the ocean in the region where the habitat of the rich man go, where the cocaine and the drugs flow into America. God has troubled the water, and there is an oil spillage in the water. Well, what's the significance? They're alleged that they cannot contain the water. Something is happening in America concerning the angels which came out of the east on the cloud. Something had happened to them. They sit and played a game of Russian roulette through drugs and everything among their people, but they don't know the significant facts. What is causing them to play this game of Russian roulette?